guys, welcome to Justice Hunters. We're going to do a pack battle here between me and Ray. Just taking a look at the newest deck building set, I believe.
Yeah, Justice Hunters are the latest deck build pack, offering 3 new archetypes for the TCG, all competitively viable and successful. We've seen this set has a lot of attention and hype around the Yummy, K9 and Draco Teal strategies. So we're going to try to do a bit of a competition and see if we can actually pull a bit better.
Yes, and then also a big shout out to our sponsor as well, Replay. Thank you for facilitating all of this for us, helping us out with all of our Yu-Gi-Oh wants and stuff. If anybody wants anything or needs any Yu-Gi-Oh accessories, Yu-Gi-Oh magic, or even anything, go check them out down below. They have an incredible line of plushies as well. Right, so
right, let's get stuck into this then. So first pack, obviously hoping for good pulls from the rip. I'm particularly looking for the Yummy cards here. We've got the bad K9 quick play spell. I don't actually even know what it does because I haven't read it.
I didn't realize Polly was actually in this.
They've done a lot of good reprints for this set. Chronomaly, Venama. This was also, I think, a pretty bad reprint. It only had one previous printing in Ultra and Ultimate Rare.
Oh, of course, they're going to do a lot of rank 5s on there. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, across the 3 archetypes, they've done quite well on the reprints. A new card, K9 Hound. A bit more for the dedicated strategies. Not seen as much of a generic play. Nash Knight, another strong reprint they got here. This was in the Legendary Jewel set, which not many people opened. I think Droplet was the only good reprint from that set, and the new archetypes were miserable. There
was a rush to reprint that, I think that was something we talked about on one of our discussion videos, a card to pick up.
Yep, it was starting to slowly rise in price. And we got the good K9 quick play spell, X-Force released. So this is the one which allows you to rank up your K9 Hound or K9 Izuna into K9 Werewolf on the artwork and have a non-targeting pop. And then Werewolf obviously can be a hand rip on your opponent's turn, banishes a card to the end phase. Super strong card, searchable off of, I think it's Lantern. And if Case is destroyed as well, it can get that. So we'll try to make some organized piles here for our junk. Draco Teal Pan then, some of the one-offs of the Draco Teal strategy, more the cards you just want to send as part of the fusion. Behemoth, I assume this is supposed to be for Yummy support.
Oh, the King's kind of handy.
The King is nice. They also give it a collector's rare print, so anyone looking for sort of high rarity upgrades, I think it's one of its nicer prints. Draco Teal Flame, another incredibly strong card for that archetype. Super Recklessly.
I don't know if you've ever seen, I used to play this on Duel Links. So I used to play install, like this, and you can back when Duel Links so it's great.
I know that the quick play was very popular in Duel Links. Overlay Booster, another K9 support card. And speak of the devil, there's Werewolf for the K9 strategy.
Oh, there you go.
I remember Duel Links had the quick play spell, was super popular, but...
Well, that might be the one I was talking about, actually.
Well, you're just making up cards then?
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe Konami's just making up cards as well.
Technically, I mean, you're not right. Ooh. Did somebody safe just flew?
Shut up. I'm not entertaining a flu discussion in this video. Volksaurus, another good reprint there, and a Lollipo Yummy Way. So these are what I'm looking for from this strategy. All the pickups for the Yummy deck, preferably. I hope my high rarity pulls if we get any of the CR or Starlight rares that have came back. Rarity upgrades, I'm hoping for them to be from the Yummy archetype, so I can actually play a high rarity deck. Mignon, the card that got translated to French for potentially no real reason. Jack in the Hand again, just more search cards.
Flavor.
I mean, they really padded out these sets to actually support it and I guess try to make the cards. I think Draco Teal also had a translation issue where it was supposed to be Draco Pal or something, or Drago Teal, but there's a cartoon of the same name, so they weren't allowed to go ahead with that name anymore.
I don't think they want to get sued. I think that's very respectful.
Oh, another forced release there.
I think as well, the Volksaurus is interesting. Because that's gonna see play in as a personal lover of hat format, a Volksaurus is quite a sought after card. So seeing that reprinted and not being quite as expensive is kind of nice. It wasn't crazy, but it's still nice.
Another good reprint. Again, I had Rarity Collection prints Herald, but more accessible just for people looking to get into the archetype and play it straight in Yummy. This card's got its reprint, Imperial Princess. I think this was a Syac card originally. But it's been used for degenerate purposes for what we're going to look at it from. I think this card's currently using the OCG with Artifact Mjolnir. as a combo,
yes.
as it can revive it, and then Mjolnir, even if it can't special summon an artifact, it does apply the lock for the rest of the turn, so it prevents special summoning.
Yeah, it's like the new version of like the Ra lock and all that sort of stuff, isn't it? I can't remember what's
Sanctifier.
Yes, that's the one, the Sanctifier stuff.
And then Case Canine, the generic Canine Searcher, one of the strongest cards, and like we've mentioned before, if it's popped while on the field, it can set a Canine Quick Play spell from your deck.
I'm really sad we're not actually opening a case right now, because you would have got a case of K9.
Case
4 K9. Yeah, there you go.
That's later this week. CXYZ Nash Knight, another pickup from Legendary Duel set, and Vanquish Soul, any Canine strategy is probably going to see quite heavy use of that, with a lot of the C Chaos 101 to 107s being used as like cards that close out the game. I think 104 is the one that spiked up in price quite a lot in Vanquish Soul.
Oh,
and here he is, a reprint
the
that
boy.
people are not happy to see. Paradise Smasher, not a card we love to see. Recently banned in Master Duel and the OCG due to how easy it is to make this card across multiple decks. I know Canine Strategies can make it relatively easily despite the locks on Jokel and Lantern. And I believe Memento are also able to make this deck using 2 Horse and 1 Akihiron.
Ooh, I didn't think, yeah, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, another turn skip card. We've just been in Protoss format, so hopefully this is
Oh,
on the
we'd
sticks.
love to see it.
And first Ultra of the box, Dracoteal Lucius. I think that's been translated slightly differently.
It's not the best, is it? But it's something. There you go.
Yeah, Dracoteal Lucius, I think that's been renamed, but a good starter for the Dracoteal deck. It can add the Rhoda spell or the Branded Fusion-esque spell for going second. A pretty powerful card. It also has the generic effect that all Dracoteal monsters have of when they're sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon. You can set a Dracoteal spell trap and sort of cycle materials that way. So a nice pickup, but not the deck I'm particularly interested in. It feels like it'll struggle a bit more in the TCG. It definitely feels like it had the lowest impact out of what was popular in the OCG anyway. But we'll maybe see that change with TCG players. I know Branded is quite a popular deck over here. So if people can find a way to sort of shove that card back into anything, they'll put it back in.
You watch though, because like with all the decks I kind of struggle to begin with at the start, they always end up being the best one at some point, if you know what I mean. Like they always get absolutely crazy support to like boost it that little bit more above the rest. Like look at Tyr. Tyr didn't start off the best out of that set, and then all of a sudden got a couple more layers of support, and it was fantastic.
I think Tyr was an anomaly, not a precedent to set.
I love that card.
I didn't play Tyr format, so I can't comment too much on it. But I know Branded players are trying the Dracoteal strategy, so hopefully they get some success. I'll just also comment on like one of the reprints we just saw. Canine Lantern, quite a good extender there. Able to summon a K9 from grave and then grab a K9 spell or trap card, I believe. Trap's not very popular though. Mysterion the Dragon Crown, a very good card to be playing against the Dracoteal strategy. I believe it's a super poly target for it, so any fusion-based strategy kind of gets a good out to what the Dracoteal board is currently making. Another good reprint here, Cross Sheep. This card's kind of more popular or more interesting in TCG world where we play best of threes. I don't think it's super popular in the OCG because a lot of their events are best of ones, but Contact C can just be the turn skip card for Yummy. So you kind of want to have a prepared out in your deck for it.
Makes sense.
And that's one of the better ones. I think Durandal was also quite a wanted reprint.
Yes.
But I'm not too sure about the legacy format usage of that.
Durandal did pop up, like, same again, playing Hat, playing, not Tellers. Well, to be fair, you could play it with Ptolemy. People used to go Ptolemy into it, but then you also had, obviously, the artifacts, and that would be one of the ones you would go for, especially if you had artifacts in your back row. It was a classic card.
One of those older formats from before I played.
Wasn't there like a Droll and Lock Artifact Durandal combo? Well, Droll and Lock, right? With Artifact Durandal, so I should have said. Oh!
Obedience Gold, best card in the Yummy deck itself. A very wanted reprint from a lot of the players. I think the set was sort of being teased. It was the card everyone wanted to see get reprinted. Some of its ultras or older printings were a bit too hard to access, and it is a phenomenal starter for that deck. Really just lets them get all the plays they want off the ground. The Beast Lock's even not that difficult for them to manage anymore. TCG exclusive cards can always be quite helpful for this. So actually I don't know if it was TCG exclusive, but Starham from the Duelist
Yes.
advanced set that we just got. An incredible card because it allows us to revive a card used for its synchro summon, so you can revive a level 1 and it becomes treated as a tuner, and that's not something it forgets by the end of the turn, so it remains a tuner permanently, and on your opponent's turn you can use the Yummy Link 1 Snatchy to actually perform a synchro summon using Starham and the level 1 tuner.
It's also the most goated looking card ever. It's a beautiful card.
It's an amazing card. We'll try to like put the artwork up here if it's possible. Also, just call out Canine Ripper. This is the one everyone probably needs to start getting used to seeing as part of an end board now. It's the Izuna Lupus sort of generic card to make. It becomes a sort of hand trap negation card. Can also search for a Canine by attaching material and can use both the effects per turn. Additionally, if you've already hand trapped your opponent, so you've dropped a Charmy early, this card allows you to set one of the Canine Quick Play spells on resolution of its add effect. So very powerful rank 5 just to throw in the game. It's also generic, so it can help you bridge from some engines into the Canine engine naturally, I think.
The goat's back there as well. Did you see that?
Another Paradise Smasher, a card I hope we don't have to see for too long, but if you watched our last video, Lollipo Yummy, finally the first Yummy Ultra Rare. Should be the second out of 4 ultras. We got Lollipo Yummy, first of the Yummy ultra rares that we're looking for. I believe all main deck monsters plus the Link are ultra rares for the set.
Gorgeous star card, really, isn't it? It's like beautiful.
I these guys
so adorable. Yeah, they're tiny and they're cute, and you love them. I also love the amount, like especially in that one pack alone, the amount of level 1 like support is so great to see. I mean, like speaking of another absolutely goated level 1.
Absolutely goated might be.
Are you kidding me? That thing was still seeing play in like tier format when people would get their instant fusion. Classic. It's beautiful.
It's not a card I think I've ever put in a deck list, but maybe that's on me for building wrong.
Yeah, just be better, right?
Yeah, we'll start speeding through. I think we've seen most of the reprints. So now we're just looking for a bit of the super rares and high rarity cards for each archetype. So we'll actually just do a bit of the fan out now.
Look at the Jack of all trade there. That was...
Oh, I guess actually notable for some people is the Dracoteal cards. A lot of the rare cards printed in the set do have a rarity bump into super rare, if not otherwise stated. And some of the rares like King of the Swamp and Sky Striker, Ace, Hornet Drones, or whatever the full title is, they have a full collector's rarity bump. So there's a lot of your cards which you can kind of take in a rarity you prefer. I'm notoriously bad at managing supers because they curl quite easily.
The Pringle man.
And I store a boatload of cards in my car for, safe access.
Because you're an evil man.
Dracotale. So 3 out of our 4 ultras, and sadly it's looking like a Dracoteal heavy box for me. So
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you're gonna win this.
I think a Starlight Rare is kind of a Starlight or a Collector's Rare is my saving grace on this one. But I think based on case rates, we should be looking at 4 Collector's Rares in a case and 4 Starlight Rares or something along those lines.
In a case. I was about to say, if it was in a box, I was like, whoa. You wish.
I love this card. It is.
That's the first Yummy surprise we've had, isn't it?
It's the first of many needed. I think it's a real staple 3-off in the deck. You can actually use multiple effects in the same turn, so you can bind your opponent's cards back to hand. And so some of your Yummies as extenders, so just seeing multiple off it is never a big issue.
Yeah, 100%. We love cards like that.
We're definitely. I don't think it's going to be a hard box for you to beat, to be honest, pal.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't see unless, right? This is, oh wait, no, 2 more?
3 packs left.
3?
So we're definitely near the close here. As you can see, like a little pile forming in the edge of all the list packs.
I mean, what are we hoping for? Is there anything that can redeem you at this point?
A Starlight Yummy would probably do it for me. I think that would make it the best box ever. Oh, there he goes. This is the card I've been wanting from the set. So we did actually get the card I was looking to pull here, the Yummy Snatchy there. Just had some focusing issues of why there's a bit of a cut. But this card's just incredible. I think its artwork's fantastic as well. How he's kind of like this alien abducting the different cats or whatever the creatures are. But just able to perform a synchro summon. Obviously, you can tag into the names because the synchros themselves can use Link 1s as material. But doesn't have to use himself as material, so he's kind of like a better Crystron Tristeros, or some of the older cards like that. and it's just once per chain, so it's not actually like once per copy or any form of like once on this card. You can just continuously in different chains perform synchro summons with these cards if you have the material on field, which lets you open up a lot of nice options for the deck. And I think final pack is the first Jokel. Again, another really useful card for the K9 strategy. Let's see if we can get some focus here. You can tell camera work isn't not our forte.
I blame the editor.
We'll go over just go over Jokel here. One of the stronger K9 cards. I think it takes the onus off Callum going through some of these, but able to reveal another level 5 monster in your hand, a special summon itself. And then it can add a non-Aqua K9, so I think in a lot of situations that's going to be either your Izuna or it's going to be your Lantern, which is a Pyro, and that lets you have an extension. So typically you can summon this and another level 5, make a rank 5, use its effect to detach, so either Ripper to search another card, or in the Crystron strategy, for example, you can detach from the Infinitrack rank 5.
Yep.
And you can grab a Cycler, and then Lantern can summon back the Jokel if you detach it. And then you make another rank 5, so it's kind of like self-sustaining in that way.
Yeah, nice.
But looking at the pulls here, I'll just go over the higher rarity cards quickly.
Yeah.
Snatchy and Artharion, so it also got a name change from what I was expecting. A Lollipo.
Have they changed at all? Any of the yummies?
No, these guys are all, I believe, what they were expected to be.
Good.
So no K9 Ultras, interestingly enough, on my box. So missed the kind of chase card being K9 Izuna in the set. It's not a hard box to beat, but let's see how Callum gets on.
You watch, right? You watch. My box is kind of done already, so let's go. Have a go at these. So, Ray's done a lot of the talking about these cards, so I can just appreciate them for the artistry they are and just appreciate the cute little things that they are. So, see, is it supposed to be like filet mignon? Do you reckon that's what it is? Like the steak?
I just remember it was minion, and I think it's because like they're small guys, but I really can't elaborate on the yummy lore just yet.
Because I think it's very interesting, because like filet mignon is steak, isn't it? So like the cats, right? So they're saying that it's cat steak. Is that basically what it's saying?
No, that's not. I'm not going to say that's like the lore behind this field spell.
You know what I mean?
This is not what they're talking about.
Right, guys, you heard it first. Is that the first time we got the redemption?
It is. It's the first time. It's maybe a bit more playable with the Doom of Dimension support. I'll flash up the card that makes it a bit more playable.
Cool. So getting this next one, we got Pan, controller, the Go. Yeah, much of the same. Just the typical stuff, really. You got another Ripper. So you've got a nice. I think you've got to have a set of Ripper so far.
Yeah, you want to set those aside. I think we normally also try to distribute some of these cards to like other locals players. Just make sure everyone has as much access to cards as possible, and it saves you like shipping random stuff. So we'll probably try to set aside some of them for that purposes.
Or is that the first time you've seen the K9 Trap as well, isn't it?
No, it's just so like uninspiring that I skipped over it.
Well, you're not surprised.
That's a much more important part to talk about. Yeah, Draco Tail was the only deck that really got like good traps in this Wave 1 of sport. It seems like, but to make up for it, their monsters are a bit tame. I think Konami, and this might just be a personal opinion, but I think Konami was afraid of tier limits. So they've obviously printed, we might get it as an ultra here, but Draco Tail Femina will show up the text now, but she allows you to perform a turn 0 fusion.
Yes.
By discarding yourself and then using cards from your hand. And typically you're making a Draco Tail card. I don't know if she has that exact block.
Yeah.
But you can tell they really like remembered how much tier warped the game and kind of became a very dominant deck for a very long time. So I think they put so much restriction on Draco Tail to make sure that didn't happen sort of back to back.
So you could say they've got tier fear. Is that what you're saying to me?
Is that like the bad pun you want to go with?
Yeah, you know, it's the one I'm going to choose to go with. Tier fear.
Yeah, Konami have tier fear.
Tier fear.
And for good reason, because I think if we look like any event breakdown, and players were very polarized about the tier deck. It was either a real you love it or you hate it format, or you potentially play shifter and everyone hates you. That was like the options people had at the time.
Flu? Question mark.
Yeah, shout out to all the Flu players.
Oh, another Joku. It's something. You need a playset, don't you?
Yeah, you kind of want to see like 3 of that card in every deck if you're playing a bigger K9 package. There's obviously the Izuna Lupus standalone hand trap package, which is just to make 1 rank 5 during the game, and then you can kind of do it again if you go for Ripper, add Izuna, attach Lupus, and you can, use Lupus effect on the next turn. But the bigger package, you definitely want to have like 3 Jokel. Ooh, another Snatchy.
Happy days.
Strong build for the Yummy deck here. Our sponsor is actually hosting a Winnikius tournament this weekend with the Justice Hunter cards being legal. So a lot of us are looking to get our hands on those cards. Try to have a bit more of a competitive edge with some of the new strategies. Although with a lack of a ban list, how it holds up into the current format might be a bit questionable to what we expected.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. There you go. That's a.
Maybe that's the Rhoda.
That's the. Is it the Rhoda? Is it?
Should add, I think it adds a Draco Teal. Or also it's
Yes,
branded
adds,
fusion.
and then you can like fusion as well.
Yeah, a bit like, I think it's like Shaddoll Fusion, where if your opponent controls a monster,
Yes.
you can fusion summon.
I think that I would love to see that get play again. Like they're given Tellarknight support, so I feel like fusion deck support. Wee bit of what is it called again?
Shaddoll.
Yes, that's it. A wee bit of Shaddoll reprints. I think would be lovely. I mean, what is it? It's Dragons like £5, Beast £5, like something stupid like that.
Oh, Dragon can't be. Dragon was just reprinted in the Rarity Collection.
Okay,
That
so
was
it's
a set.
Beast then. Beast is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think that deck would be cool to see. I didn't get to play it during its initial format, so if anyone has memories of Shaddoll format, please tell me how good it was, because resolving Shaddoll Fusion even in 2024 felt like quite good. We saw some people, I think Ryan, you actually side decked it at a YCS last year in one of his striker lists maybe. So seeing that card resolve and still have an impact now is already impressive. With additional support, I think the deck doesn't need much to be playable again.
Yeah.
And it's got some of like the nicest cards that everyone loves to see. I think collectors really go crazy for Shaddoll Fusion. It just got a YCS card print. It's that popular.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got your alt arts for Winda. Not that that's a good card to see. And
Beautiful card. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I forget, like, wasn't Construct was on the ban list for a very long time as well. So it would be great to see like a reprint of such like a strong and memorable card of those formats.
I mean, anything's possible. Konami's clearly taking some interesting directions. This set is pushing a bit more towards playing on turn 0, it seems, with a new Draco Teal card. Mueller, I think that's one of their starters. It allows you to perform a fusion summon a bit akin to a Cartesia.
There it is.
So, do you want me to talk about this one? I think I know.
Yeah, it's beautiful artwork, isn't it?
Quite a good pull there. Draco Teal, I think it was Mueller, and now it's Mululu. Very relevant with Labubu if you're cultured like that. But this card's great. It's kind of like a bad version of Cartesia because it doesn't special itself out, but it can, fusion summon on its turn. It can set using itself as a Draco Teal. If it uses fusion material, it'll set a Draco Teal spell trap. So it does refill the hand that way. But one of the better cards for the deck.
Yeah. See, speaking about I mean, we've mentioned tier quite a lot, but I'm not gonna lie, it does feel, like you said, it's very turn 0 heavy right now. And it is giving me a lot of memories and flashbacks to tier 0 format. It feels so reminiscent. And it just, I'm looking forward to it in that way. Well, then we got the other...
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of Konami trying to sort of change how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played. I don't think they're fans of the 18 hand trap lineups that a lot of decks are playing right now, and want to bridge away from that with in-engine hand traps. We've seen, obviously, Havness was like one of the big ones for tier.
Yeah.
Rescue's Impulse was another pretty big example of a generic hand trap that could get used, and it was deck specific, used for the fire attack to draw cards.
Technically, Kelbeck was a hand trap as well, remember? Because it had the bounce effect.
Yeah.
That was pretty big, like Shufflers were.
Yeah, I mean, those were very good cards. That's why the ban list is
Millers,
reflected. So
yes, exactly. But yeah, no, I like Impulse. Like, I don't know, I could see some of these cards coming back just because like people want to see a lot of use of K9, and I feel like cards that allow you to like draw into these would be kind of nice at the moment. So you might see an influx of these, but I don't know.
we've seen the Vanquish Soul strategy obviously wants to play attributes that kind of relate to fire, dark, and earth specifically. I know there was some success at the EUWCQ where people were playing non-attributes, like they were playing Drolls, the Charmies, and even some Ryziel names in certain lists. So really diverse there. But for the most part, that deck wants to play those attributes, so Impulse is one of the better fires they can play, and it helps them draw into engine. And with Duelist Advance giving us Vanquish Soul Holy Sue, you kind of want to see that card on turn 0 and start your plays before your opponent's really being able to commit to the board. Obviously for a deck like Malice, where they have a lot of extenders once they can kind of commit a body. If it's like a Dormouse that's impermed, they might be able to link it off into a Link Karibo and then summon back up or use Malice March Hare to extend from there. But if you go Vanquish the Holy to affect Steal, all of a sudden the Malice strategy becomes a bit harder. They need to have like Field Spell or Gold Sark in order to extend.
So have a Lupus.
Speak of the devil, there's one of the turn 0 hand traps, Canine Lupus. One of the premier cards from this set. I'm sure it's been talked about quite a lot, but able to special summon itself if your opponent's activated a card effect in the hand. And on either player's turn, it can perform a quick XYZ summon using itself. Obviously, it can make a lot of rank 5s, but it doesn't also have to do that. You can use itself just to make a Star Slayer Typhon, for example. So against Mitsurugi or Ryzeal variants, it's quite interesting where you can have that option there just to kind of turn off a bit of their plays and protect yourself from the Raigeki effect. A lot of interesting game states. I think the next big event we'll see, which is I think YCS Vancouver in a few weeks, we'll probably see that card being used to a lot of success.
I can imagine. I think K9's going to be absolutely massive over here. I think K9's absolutely insane. It looks so cool. The turn 0 plays, I think it's just going to be fun. I'm more excited for this format than I've been for many since. Or... Did you like that one?
Yeah, that one makes the cut.
More excited than I've been for a while about a format and stuff. I do think this will be very diverse. You know, if you guys want to, I tell you what, I'm really cat-handed. I keep dropping these everywhere. You know, if you guys want to listen more about like our takes and stuff, you know, we've got some videos coming out and that sort of stuff. So be sure to check them out.
That was a really good plug. That was a really nice
like
segue to the plug. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about. There'll be a lot across the next like couple of weeks. With people looking into the set. I think the biggest shakeup is obviously just having Mitsurugi around. How are people going to feel with that in the format, or Ryzeal Cross, which just isn't something they're playing in the OCG. So it's going to be a bit different for us, but hopefully for the best. And worst case, you know, we kind of just have to survive until Worlds format, and then we'll confirm the ban list, and you know, Konami will hopefully fix Yu-Gi-Oh! I just think we need Protoss locking to kind of leave the format for a lot of people. Like the lingering floodgates are the issues. I think all these decks kind of struggle into some of the lingering floodgates. K9 being one of the more avoidable ones, bar D-Barrier, I guess.
Yeah.
Yummy obviously dying to D-Barrier as well, and then Draco Teal also dying to D-Barrier, so...
It's interesting. I think it's very warranted for a ban list in a way, but then also a lot of people don't want a ban list for understandable reasons. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this format shakes up. I'm really interested in this case tournament we've been talking about, because it's just going to be a mad rush. There's going to be so many different people playing different decks, and it's just going to be, I don't know, rogue hell, to be honest.
Yeah, where we're from, meta isn't the always be all end all, so sometimes we will just have like rogue completely dominate a tournament. You know, it can be anyone's day, and some rogue decks are obviously built to beat meta decks specifically, so we'll get to enjoy some of that, but I'm looking forward to see how these decks are splashable. If any of you guys have tested around with K9, please share what you're looking to like kind of plug it into, or even any of the other decks. I've kind of just been looking at the generic ones, but K9 Crystron seems like one of the more fun decks to kind of enjoy this format. Looking forward to kind of digging into the combos for that. I think some YouTubers have started doing the combo guides and spreadsheets already for these decks. So I guess worst case, I can always buy a spreadsheet and it'll fix all my problems. That's
Copium.
$45, I think it is, and I would know everything about the format apparently.
Right, we got the last one. Very last one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I've beaten you. I think this is.
I don't even know if did you get 4 ultras in your box?
I don't even know, to be honest. Oh, hang on, that was the wrong card to lift off. I think I got a pretty good one there, right? So, we got.
Yeah, these are the same rares that we've been looking at.
Oh wow!
For the last
Oh my god, this is. Ready? Oh, we got Cookie.
It's a Cookie.
We got Cookie.
Do you know that's a good one. So what were the high rarity pulls you actually got?
Do you wanna? Oh, he's so adorable. Like, look at that, a Cookie jacket. Like, you know, it kind of reminds me of like a Space Marine and Warhammer with the little pads on the shoulder. Papa is holding a hot choco. Hot chocolate.
We need to edit in a reference image just so I know what you're talking about because I have no
Do you
idea.
remember what? Like, it's got the wee little shoulder pads, and then like the hot chocolate. Imagine it being a gun instead, right?
Cookie with a gun.
Cookie gun. It's a new version of Cookie Monster.
So what were the other high rarity cards you got from your box?
Let's see. So, I don't really.
Just find the ultras, the supers, or whatever.
This is Ultra, isn't it?
It's the gold text ones.
I never know. Oh, Malulu. Snatchy.
That was it. I want to say because you got Lupus. I'll lay my hand here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost just folded Ray's cards in half. I'm not lying to you.
So we'll lay some stuff out. I want to say that yours is actually better because you got the generic Lupus. But you know, between us, we got most of the Draco Tail Ultras, bar the turn 0 play one, and we got 4 cards for Yummy, so I'm happy enough. But I do think you took it because you got Lupus, which is generically splashable in every deck.
I reckon we'll have a price here for Ray and a price here for me. There. And then, I don't know, a lot of this will like check each other, I suppose. So realistically, it's just these 3 cards against these 3 cards is the big one. But then, are the Yummies fairly similar in price?
Yeah, they are. Cookie's the better card in the deck, but like generically because it's a pop. But you might actually be out of luck because every card I have it's a 3 off, a 3 off, and then Arthurion is probably a 2 off in Draco Tail. Someone can correct me if that's not the case. Whereas you got a 3 off, Mululu is a 3 off, and Lupus is a 1 off. So it actually might be the cheapest card.
Interesting.
So if we're going on value wise, I might have actually beat you out there.
Yeah, so it's kind of our boxes. I do think if you want to, you specifically said at the start you didn't want Draco Tail, and the boxes was just pure Draco Tail.
Yeah, we've manifested what my fear.
Yeah, so that's our like opening deck box, guys. So yeah, I definitely think. I don't know. Actually, I'm on the fence. We'll see in post. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Any closing remarks, Ray?
No. Thanks again to our sponsor Replay for letting us grab these boxes. Check them out if you have any interest in sort of getting Yu-Gi-Oh product, Magic product, or an array of other games, or even ducks.
Tubs!
Something they do quite a lot of. Thanks for watching, and let us know if you've pulled any of these or if you're interested in any of these archetypes. Let us know in the comments below what you're looking forward to playing and what you're kind of looking forward to for the next format.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
We didn't actually say to like and subscribe. like
and subscribe.
Like the video. Please.
Please like the video.